can comment. Commissioner?
Yeah, I think some of the previous speakers really want us, Palm Beach County Commissioners, to look at two concepts. One has to do with equitableness, and the other one has to do is where are the areas that we can get the best return on our investment, on our funding. So I'll start by touching on the equitableness. I think the previous 4 or 5 speakers, if you sum up what they were really asking regarding parks, I think what they were asking us for us is to reevaluate how we have allocated our financial resources throughout the park system in Palm Beach County. The residents of the acreage currently number about 40,000 population. And we certainly have one of the best park systems in the country. We have received all kinds of accolades on how great our park systems are, including some golf courses that we have put in some areas. So we have in fact properly invested quite a bit of money into our park system, and I think the whole county appreciates that. But I think the message that the folks in Indian Trails Improvement District, better known as the acreage, are saying that they feel they're not getting a equitable investment in their park system compared to other communities in the county. So I think it's a reasonable for us to look at the different communities, north, south, east, and west, and see what we've done in other communities throughout Palm Beach County, and see how we have put the acreage park system in comparison to all the rest. So I think if we feel that they deserve more, then I think that should be a consideration. If we feel that they have been given equal treatment or comparable treatment as the other communities, then let's find out if that in fact is the case. So that's I think what I heard them telling us is they want just equitableness to their parks compared to other comparable communities. The other topic of the previous speakers had to do with the youth of our county, and the question was that I understood was where really should we get the best return on the funds available to us county commissioners. And the particular topic that they brought up was the former firehouse. So I'd like to just talk about that particular area of concern which affects the youth of the Pahokee residents. The former firehouse, I visited it with a contractor just this past few weeks, and it's an excellent building in an excellent location, in the central location of Pahokee. And all it requires really is doing some remodeling so that it meets current building codes. There's really nothing wrong with the building. It's a good building that it would be a shame to allow it to remain vacant. But it requires some investment just to put it in good order so that it meets current building codes. And I don't think it will be as much as initially projected by our facilities department. I think the building can be put into good condition, meeting current building codes with quite a bit less than the original projections. The second thing, who are we trying to serve with respect to this particular building? What we're trying to serve is disadvantaged youth of this community. And there is no question that we're all aware that this area has a lot of youth that are disadvantaged. And I personally have tried in my own little way to employ some of their high school students in the summers. And one thing that I found rather interesting, because those that I employed during the summer in the last few years, I often had breakfast with them. In my conversations, there was one statistic that was, for me, quite not really surprising, but alarming, that every one of these young men that we had, every single one of them belonged to homes of single parents. So that statistic, where everyone that I came across belonged to a home that had single parents, and that's one of the problems. Is they need guidance. One of the speakers earlier, one of the ones who has been with the boxing program, he mentioned Coach Mike. I don't know if we realize who Coach Mike was. Coach Mike was a deputy. He's a deputy with our sheriff department, and he is really a role model. Not only does he teach the sport of boxing, but he also teaches them discipline, morals, good behavior, and work ethics. So the job of these deputies in the boxing PAL program is really goes way beyond just the sport of boxing. The final thing I wanna mention here is there seems to have been some misunderstanding between our facilities director. I spoke to her, I guess, in my office yesterday, and she was under the impression that the sheriff was going to charge for the supervision and administration of the deputies working in this PAL program in the Pahokee project. And I called Sheriff Bradshaw this morning just to be sure that I did not misunderstand him when I spoke to him a month or so ago. And in fact, I was correct in that he is not charging anything to Pahokee or the county other than it's already part of his budget to continue providing the PAL program within the former firehouse. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands that the work that the sheriff's office will be contributing towards the PAL program in Pahokee will be no additional cost to either Pahokee or the county. It's already built into his current budget. So I guess basically what I'm trying to say, I really feel that investing in our youth, especially our disadvantaged youth throughout Palm Beach County, the topic seems at the moment is the Pahokee group, but I feel the same way about any area in Palm Beach County that can use our assistance in helping our youth, giving them better direction and a better example of living their lives in a way that we all want them to live their lives. So I thank you.
Mr. Taylor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. You know, I think what we're supposed to be doing today is actually setting the rate, and we can not go higher than the rate that we set. And I think from what I've been hearing in the community, that no one wants to pay more taxes. I've heard a lot of things this morning where dollars perhaps can be looked at to go that way, but I would have to ask that we pass this, which is before us today, and anything that we do, maybe we can back into it, but not raise the millage. So I'd like to make a motion that we go with staff's recommendation.
A motion by Vice Mayor Taylor, second by Commissioner Burdick. to authorize the proposed millage rate as submitted by staff, and items B, C, and D as well. Is there discussion? And I would agree, of course, and anything further is direction. So one thing that I would